All right, thank you, Andy. So I'm here with Sally Frost of Doggone Savvy, essential oils, and an entire line of awesome things for dogs. And so my first question for you is, how did you get started in the essential oil business?
Well, a friend of mine, her and I have always used essential oils for our family, and we love it. And I started researching and finding that you actually can use some oils, not all, on dogs and how it will make their lives easier.
Wow, very interesting. Okay, so you have a ton of products here, and I'm a super dog lover and have dogs, and so I'm always wondering, again, how to make their lives easier and how to make their lives better. So if you could tell me about kind of what are some of the best ones you would recommend for a dog in the essential oils?
Well, I really believe in lavender.
Okay.
Lavender is very calming and it smells good. And think about when you walk into a house and it has a very nice smell, how inviting that is. So I always like to use lavender. And it's also calming when you smell something pretty, and then when your dog smells pretty. Because there's a time right before grooming, they don't always smell so pretty.
Definitely.
That would be this one. This
Lavender?
is the lavender spray.
Okay, and it says for bedtime, and that kind of calms them down. I was reading in your brochure about kind of when people come over, and you can kind of calm them.
That's right, because they have anxiety. Anytime somebody new comes into their house, they have lots of anxiety. So anything to make their lives easier and yours, because when they're calm, then they're not jumping on you and causing havoc in your house. And I think it's important to sit down with your dog and anytime. And so lavender, that's why I use lavender so much. You can massage it on your dog and on their back paws, and it enters their bloodstream just like it would for you and I if you were to put it on your feet, because the pores on your feet are larger, and so your body will accept it a lot quicker. So it's really nice, but it smells good. You can sit down with your dog, you can rub it on their paws, and it creates a bonding with you and your dog, which makes it a lot easier when you're working with them, if you're doing any training or just having them lie down in their bed.
So they kind of relate it to a happy experience and kind of look forward to getting it rubbed on. Okay, so the lavender is amazing. And it was saying that you had something for kind of arthritis or older dogs or things like that. And which product would that be?
That would be our major pain balm.
Okay.
I actually mixed some oils together. I never actually have the dogs ingest it because I worry about toxic levels in a dog. We know when we've had too much to maybe drink, or you've put something on your body that you don't like, we can stop doing that. A dog can't. They can't tell you, I'm not liking that so much. So I like to put it on the outside of a dog. But the arthritis is, my dog has bad hips, so that's why I started using it to help him walk and ease some of his pain. But all of our products that we have are human grade. So not only can you use it on your dog, you can use it on yourself.
Use it on people as well. That is so interesting. So that would be the major pain balm and easing some pain here. And I noticed here you have coconut oil. I take coconut oil because I know it's good for everything, basically, of what I've heard. So what is it good for with dogs, or how would you use it with dogs?
Well, it's antibacterial and antifungal. And so you can actually give a teaspoon to your dog.
Really?
Yeah, and it helps with skin conditions, allergies from the inside out. There's somebody out there that has a product that they put the coconut oil in their treats. So, yeah, but I use coconut oil just as a base anytime I'm going to be using the oils on the dogs.
Okay.
Like I'll use a little bit on my hand, and then I'll put basil and geranium is a good example, and put it inside of my dog's ears, and it helps reduce her the yeast that she produces, which causes ear infections.
That is absolutely so interesting. I noticed some great shampoos and conditioners here. I mean, I know that a lot of dogs have a lot of skin issues and things like that. And so are these good for maybe allergies, or what would you recommend for allergies for dogs?
Lavender.
Lavender,
Lavender. We also make a pet salve that has some lavender in it, frankincense, and tea tree oil. And the base is coconut oil. So you put, again, you put that on the outside of their skin. If you see a rash, sometimes when they've been in the water too much, so they have chlorine, will dry out their skin. I put some of that on there, and it just clears it right up. And you also can use it. I did have somebody email me and say, is it bad that I'm using the pet salve on my feet and not on my dog? And they actually, they bought it for their dog.
And it works
right.
both. Again, human grade everything.
That's
so
right.
Put it on your body. That is absolutely awesome. And another thing I noticed were these awesome little collar charms, I guess you would say. And what is this? What would you use this for?
Well, this is our doglery. And
Doglery.
doglery,
Oh, so it's
and you just clip it right onto their collar, their flat collar, and then you use some lavender oil, and you just drop it on there and saturate it. And what it is, they're breathing it in, and because they're breathing it in such small amounts, it enters their bloodstream a little bit slower. So when you leave, and it will last a little bit longer, and it helps with separation anxiety. I call
Just about to ask about that. Separation anxiety of the
disorder, right?
Yeah,
so
of
I named that
course.
SAD. And so I put that on there and just clip it on their collar, and it's really great because you do see the change. You see the change when you return home and your dog is happy and not wailing. Your neighbors aren't calling you saying your dog is crying.
your door isn't scratched up to all get out trying to exit through a wall or, we've all had those issues. All right. So I know a lot of people kind of feel like maybe an oil is skeptical on a dog. So what would you kind of have to say about, you know that it really works. So what would you say to somebody who is maybe skeptical but is interested in trying it?
I actually would refer them to us.
Yes,
And I'm
of course.
kidding.
Yes, no, definitely.
Go to the internet. There's so much information on the internet. Be careful because a lot of people will tell you frankincense. I just read an article, and it in big bold it says frankincense cures cancer. Well, there wouldn't be anything left if it honestly did.
Yeah.
Do I think it helps? Absolutely. It helps with some of the effects that you or your dog might be having. And does it make it go slower? In studies, it says it does. It's been here before Christ. So I really believe in frankincense. I think it's wonderful for dogs. My dog just had surgery, and they found 5 tumors. And when I knew he was going to have the surgery about 2 months before, I started over the tumor parts.
Yes.
I just kind of rubbed it a little bit of massage with the frankincense, and all of his tests came back clear, which was so exciting to get that information. Yeah.
And so, one more time, just for application, you would rub it directly onto the dog, right? The hair, over the hair, everything, it's fine.
The only difference, it will grab onto the hair shaft, and it works its way down, though it loses some of its strength on the way down from the tip of the hair. So if you can move the hair to kind of part it and then massage it on there, it's a little bit better. I'd love to go back to the pet salve.
Yes.
As our hands, we put lotion on our hands to keep our hands soft and our feet. Well, this was actually developed to put on the dog's paws.
Oh, okay.
So, dogs, that's their main, transportation are their feet, their paws, and it's always on hot sand or it's on asphalt or they're running. So it does get really rough. So this helps with putting it on there and making their paws
Like
soft.
a nice little hand massage or foot massage. That's so nice. I'm sure they love that. Biology. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that is just absolutely interesting. I know that I'm a believer now, and I mean, what do you really don't have anything to lose? I mean, it's all very safe for your pet, so nothing bad's going to come of it. You have nothing to lose except a healthy happier dog, correct? I mean,
Absolutely. Just make sure you do your research and talk to your vet. You know, there's a lot of vets who are very pro essential oils, and they will help guide you as well when you're asking for information. And then go to the internet. It does have a lot of information.
absolutely. Well, thank you very much for talking with us today. I'm so excited about all these products. This is really, really great. And I hope that you guys out there really give them a try, because everybody wants a happier, healthier dog. All right. Thank you. Back to you, Andy.
Bye-bye.